Good morning, my friends. Today we are on lesson 14.5, and we're going to be talking about how we draw conclusions from graphs. And our learning target is I can draw conclusions from graphs. And our vocabulary word is graphs. And what a graph does, it shows us different information either using lines or shapes, maybe even colors. Um, they're also known as charts. Now, we are going to watch a video about graphs.
A bar graph is a way to organize and show data. You can write the categories on the bottom. The 3 dinosaurs are the categories. Then you can write the numbers on the side. The numbers in our bar graph show how many people voted for each dinosaur. Let's see. One student liked the Stegosaurus the best, so I fill in 1 square. 6 people voted for the Triceratops, so I color in 6 squares. 7 people said the T-Rex was their favorite dinosaur. You can also put the categories on the left and the numbers on the bottom. You can display the same information in a different way so you can understand it better. How can you use bar graphs to understand information? Bar graphs help you answer questions. Which dinosaur did people in our class like the best? Right, the T-Rex is the most popular. Which dinosaur did people like the least? The Stegosaurus got 5 fewer votes than the Triceratops. You can even use the bar graph to figure out the total number of students who voted. Just add the votes from each category. 14 kids voted in all. I'm almost done with this survey.
Now let's take a look at another video of them using bar graphs.
Hello, and thanks for joining me today, guys. We are going to learn about bar graphs. If you look right here, you can see that we have some fruit. I wanted to know what types of fruit my friends like, so I went out and asked my friends what fruit they like the most. Here you can see that I have tally marks to show how many of my friends liked which fruit most. You might know already, but a tally mark is a useful way to represent data. Each time a friend told me they liked a certain fruit, I would put a tally mark under that fruit to keep track of how many people liked that fruit. Now we will put all this information that I have gathered into a bar graph. A bar graph is another way to represent data. It is a lot like a picture graph, but without the pictures or symbols. Here's our graph, but the first thing we need to do with any graph is what? We need a title. Since the information we collected was on favorite fruits, let's call it favorite fruit. With this graph, I want to put the names of the fruit on the bottom and the numbers on the left side going up. We can see here on the bottom we have the names of the fruits. We should label what these are. This is obviously going to be labeled fruit, since they're fruit. On the side, we need to measure how many people like these different types of fruit. We only need to go up to 6, since our information or tally marks only go up to 6. So the numbers going from 1 to 6 represent the amount of people. We can now fill out the graph according to our data. First in our data are the apples. We can see from the tally marks that 2 of my friends liked apples. So here on the graph, we will have this bar at the bottom go up 2 spots to show that 2 people liked apples. Okay, next we have oranges. How many people liked oranges? Good job! 3 people liked oranges, so we move the bar up to where the 3 is. Now how many people liked pears? We had just one that liked pears, so the bar goes up just one. The last one is bananas. There were 6 people that liked bananas, so the bar goes all the way up to 6. We now have an amazing bar graph that shows all of our data that I collected about what is the favorite fruit to eat. With this graph, it is easier to read and interpret the information. For example, I can see that only one person liked pears. Now that's interesting. Can you tell me what fruit was the most popular? We can tell from the graph that bananas were the most popular. Can you guys tell me how many more people liked bananas than oranges? Looking at the graph, we see that 6 people liked bananas and 3 people liked oranges. Counting up the graph from 3 oranges, we count 1, 2, 3 spots. There are 3 more people that liked bananas instead of oranges. We can learn lots of cool information from this graph. Practice doing your own bar graphs and compare the information you collect. We'll see you next time.